Pop in the tape, man.
Hey, long time no see.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
What, a couple hours?
No. I was with you the whole weekend.
I know.
We went to your homeland.
The Vancouver Island, eh?
Yeah. Well, Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
You know the Mexicans. How they pronounce Canada. Canada. Canada.
Canada.
Canada.
So, every time we go through the border,
Yeah.
we have to have that talk.
We do.
Yeah.
Do you have any drugs on you?
And then I ask you, Dad, you're not bringing anything, are you? And you go, I don't think so.
I hope not.
I hope not. And then we have to kind of look around, and then here's a joint, there's a pipe,
That's what we used to tell the immigration guys when Cheech and I were on the road. You guys carrying any drugs, narcotics? We say, I hope not.
Well, I don't know if I told you my story when I was coming back from Vancouver to LA.
Yeah.
And I think I was like 17, and we were smoking. I was smoking a bunch of weed with my friends. We got super stoned, and then when you leave Canada, you go through the immigration on the Canadian side. So before you get on the plane, and before 9/11, it was pretty relaxed. They just kind of like let you through. But now it's pretty intense. And so this is a while back because I'm.
What was after 9/11?
Yeah.
So it was intense.
And then, no. This is before 9/11. This is before 9/11.
Okay.
And
so it was like they were.
No, but check this out. So he goes. The guy goes, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going home." He says, "Where do you live?" I told him where I live. He says, "What were you doing up here?" I was my parents. They have a house up here. We were on vacation. Holidays, visiting family, relatives. And then he said to me, he says, I'm going to ask you a question. Now, if you lie to me, I'll never let you in this country again. And I'm like, in my head, I'm going, wait, I'm American. He can't do that, can he? But I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, just be cool, And then he goes, have you ever smoked marijuana?
What?
Yeah, he asked me that. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is like a trick question, because you just look at me. Obviously, I've smoked marijuana.
Yeah.
And maybe he even knows, like on the notes there, that who my dad is.
Yeah.
And so I just said, no, sir. And then he said, okay, go ahead. Because
it was a trick question.
There's points, and especially in immigration, that you don't tell the truth. You say the right things. You know, you don't get points for telling the truth.
No,
you get points for being smart enough to don't say stupid shit.
Yeah,
right. Like don't say the bomb word. Don't
do what your friend Josh did.
Well, no. Well, I want to talk about what you did because you went to Japan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I told the truth, you mean?
Yeah. You learned it the hard way.
Well, this was way after 9/11 and everything else.
This is recently. This is
2007, actually.
No, that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
Japan was that long ago?
Yep.
Jesus.
And Shelby and I are going over there, and we get over to Japan, and they're like anti-drugs, pot for sure.
Pot is
and they're big warnings to do not lie, and if you lie, you'll be barred from the place forever. So I'm honest. I write down any drug conviction. I put yes, and what was the nature, and I put selling bongs, and so. Of course, I get called right into the immigration office, and the Japanese guy looked at that. He goes, and he looks at me, And I'm wearing a very expensive, what do you call those watches?
Rolex?
Rolex. I got my Rolex on. I got my gorgeous wife,
Uh-huh.
Shelby. You know, she's all dressed up beautifully. Yeah. We're the kind of tourists that Japan needs.
Yeah, wants.
They need.
Yeah, you're wanted. You're wanted.
They need us.
You're flying first class.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. And so the guy's looking at that. Now, their thing was, if you deal with any kind of drugs, you're just not allowed in the country.
Yeah, yeah.
So the guy's looking at the paper, and he's looking at me, and he knows, I'm just a tourist waiting to spend millions of dollars in his country.
Yeah, well, not millions, but millions of yen.
Yeah, and so he goes, okay, bongs, okay. If anybody asks you about drugs, you lie. I said, lie? Yeah, you lie. No drugs. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Have a nice time. No, and we got.
Yeah, and then there's another. We're going to talk about border stories, right? So there's another story that Ray Don told me, and you needed to get a car from Amsterdam to Paris.
Well, I had my car collection when I was in Europe. The franc was so low that Shelby bought me a Ferrari.
Right.
For like a $100,000 Ferrari for $25,000. Right. And so I had my Ferrari, and then I had my Rolls Royce Corniche shipped over there. Right. So I'd have a nice car while I was over there. But to drive, we had a Douchevaux. Okay, so let me tell you.
Hold on. I want to make sure, because you got several stories. I want to make sure. Now, is this the story where there was a certain bag?
Well, let me tell you.
Okay. I want to make sure.
So now, I drove the Corniche from Cannes to Amsterdam by myself. Right. And we're going to shoot Still Smoking in Amsterdam. Yeah. Okay. So while I'm there, of course, being the pot movie guy, in Amsterdam was the only place in the world that was legal. And so...
Oh, no, accepted. Like, not really
No, it was legal.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was legal. They have pot cafes.
Yeah.
You could smoke. You could do anything. Right. And so what I did, I got all these gifts. And so I had a suitcase, and I filled the suitcase up with all this free dope, all the free pot, free hash, free...
and psychedelics, too. Like
the psychedelics, everything.
Like all kinds of stuff.
Jammed with this big-ass, beautiful suitcase, too. I forgot. We had all the luggage and everything else. Yeah. We had you kids, everything else. So I forgot about the dope bag, that big suitcase. It was in the Douchevaux. So Ray Don, I don't know if she was she in the movie? I think she was. Yeah, she was in Corsican Brothers. Right. Yeah, she played a storyteller.
But she
like a tarot card.
This is she had to take the car from Amsterdam to France.
Yeah. So while we were in Amsterdam, we got all the dope and everything else, and we did the Corsican Brothers first. So it was all mixed together. Right. And so anyway, I had Ray Don drive my cars back to
Paris.
Paris. Yeah. And so she got a couple of Sufis. You know what Sufis are?
They're
with the turbans.
Yeah.
They're Christians. And so they drove the Douchevaux full of dope. Full of dope, but they're Sufis with the turbans.
So they didn't get stopped. No one checked them.
No one looked at them in that. Man, but the trouble is, when we got them, Ray Don found the drugs in the thing, in the car. And she freaked out because she's anti-drug, you know. Yeah. And she wasn't not like us, you know. Yeah. She gave a lot away.
She flushed it all down the toilet.
Yeah.
And that's pretty.
I hate even saying that.
Yeah, that's upsetting, man. Like, come on, you made it. You know, like you don't need to.
It's money. You're flushing money down the toilet. What are you doing?
It's more than that. It's hard to get. You can't just buy that shit.
No.
Like, even if you had money, you have to know people.
There was a collection I'd be very proud to show off.
Yeah.
Look at there's a Rolls Royce Corniche I had.
Yeah.
That's it.
So that's the one story, and then there's a story that with Shelby. So you guys were, I think you're coming back from Canada to the United States, and you had a little pen case.
Oh no! First of all, we're leaving L.A. Okay, I'm packing because we're going to Canada.
Right.
We're going to go to Winnipeg.
Okay. Right.
We're going to Winnipeg, and so no drugs because they're really at the border, especially Winnipeg because it's so close to the States. You know? And so they always check you. And so we're going to, go to Winnipeg. And so there's a little pen case. I had a joint, one joint in the pen case. And I saw it in my luggage, so I took it out and I put it on the dresser. And I was clean. And so when we got to the border, the guy made me open my suitcase. I opened the suitcase. There's the pen case.
How did it get there?
Shelby thought I forgot my pen case, and she opened my suitcase, put it back in. And Cheech told me, he said my face just went, when they opened the suitcase and I saw that pen case, all the color drained from my face. And then the guy right away, he opened the pen case, found the joint. He goes, "What's this?" And I says, "Another day in Winnipeg." He didn't laugh, but he took it to the main guy, and the main guy goes, "What do we got here? Oh, Cheech and Chong, and whoa, one whole joint? Oh boy, one whole get out of here. Yeah. Get out of here." So he let us go.
And then there's one other story. This is back when you and Cheech were touring. This is like earlier on in your career.
Oh, the gym bag?
Yeah, the gym bag. Yeah. So tell that story.
It's I used to do this bit in my show because it's true. Yeah, it's so true. Everywhere we went, when Cheech and I were doing our thing, right, from 71 on, right, we were the only serious pothead act anywhere.
Drug act, basically, yeah.
And so we would go to places and people would throw weed and all sorts of drugs on stage. Right. And so I think we were somewhere, I forget where we were. Oh, no, we were back, we were in, I think Santa Cruz, somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, there was so much pot. Yeah. And we were going to go across the border. We were in Canada somewhere. Right. I forget, somewhere in Toronto or somewhere. Right. Anyway, Cheech and I got so much pot, and we split it up in the hotel room, you know. And Cheech took his half, and in fact, we actually smoked a lot of Cheech's weed because we're going to throw it away, you know. But I couldn't throw it away, man. It's not my nature.
So you decided to risk it.
So I'm going to risk it. So I wrapped mine up in a gym bag, a sock, put it in the gym bag, and we just tore in Cheech's half, and we smoked it all up. And that. So we get to the border, and now I'm carrying the gym bag, and we got other carry-ons, but we're walking, and we get close to the border, and I see the main guy looking at us, and it's not a nice look. He's giving that dagger look, you know. So I said, "Oh shit, they're gonna catch us." So I just kind of put the bag down. I was just gonna walk away and leave the bag, and we're walking there, and Cheech comes behind me, goes, "Hey, I'll carry that for you, man." He picks up the bag and I look at it, and I look at it, who knows? If I told him then, it would have been worse.
It's too late. Cause
it's too late, so we're there.
Then you're making a big deal about the bag.
Yeah. So we get there, and the guy, the guy goes to Cheech, "What's in the bag?" And Cheech threw it on the counter and goes, "It's full of dope, man." He thought it was my gym bag. And the guy looks at us, and because Cheech did that, it worked. Yeah. The guy goes, "Cheech and Chong, get out of here."
Right?
Yeah, get out of here.
Like he really had no clue.
Get out of here. So we were walking through there, and Cheech says, "Man, that was easy. We could have brought that dope." And I said to Cheech, "I'll carry the bag." No.
Oh, you didn't tell him?
No.
He would have freaked out.
You imagine? He would have got mad.
He would have freaked out.
And besides, we're going home, and I didn't want to share with him.
Yeah. And then there's one other one where you found out that you're a walking loophole. Like you're a loophole.
A what? Loophole?
A loophole in the system.
Oh.
Because you found out you got.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
I used to go because we had a house up there. I was up there all the time, and I'd bring a little bit, not a lot, but just enough, actually, to tell you the truth, because it was illegal, I used to get off carrying it across the border.
Well, anyways, you were going up to Canada.
And what I used to do, I got my guitar on my back,
Yeah.
and if you carry the dope in the top of the guitar, the dogs can't smell it.
Yeah.
You see, and you put the guitar on your back.
Tommy Chong thinks the dogs
Yeah.
can't smell it, but I bet
No,
the
no,
dogs
the
can smell
dogs.
it. But like,
I used to carry dope through there all the time.
okay,
And so this,
with a dog, like
well, the dogs sniffed, and they forgot it because they knew I was bringing it in somehow,
right.
But they didn't know. But they got the dog there. That's why
Right.
they had the fucking dog everywhere,
Right.
And so this one time, I'm really smart, but I smoked out of this little pipe, and it was a cool pipe too. And I forgot, and I put it in my pocket.
Right.
So I'm there at the border, got my guitar on, with the
You
dope
think
in
you're
the
slick?
top.
You got the dope.
And then the dog comes up, and I go ahead, yeah, give it your best shot, dude. And the dog nose hits me right in the crotch,
Yeah.
boom. And it was like, it's here. If he could point, he's going, it's right here. So the guy says, we got a hit. So, sir, it would make it easier on everybody if you tell us where the pot is. Okay, it's in my guitar. So I showed him the guitar. You got any more?
So they take you in second.
Yeah. So they took my passport, and then you just wait here.
And were you with Shelby?
Yeah, I think I was.
Because she was like, I'm not with him.
Oh no, that was another time.
Oh, okay.
That was another time. No, this time, no, I wasn't. It was just me. And so the guy took my passport, disappeared, come back, handed it me. He says, "Okay, you can come in." And he's like, I said, "What? That's it?" He said, "Well," he says, "You were born in Canada, so we can't keep you out of Canada."
Right.
And you have a United States passport, so they can't keep you out of the United States either. See, what they said to you, the trick question was you. If you're a Canadian and admitted that you smoke pot,
Right.
the American just keep you out.
Yeah, and I'm not. I wasn't born in Canada, so
No.
that's why it was so confusing.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like what?
But that's what they used to do. But when they found out that I was born in Canada with a United States passport, they said, "Well, you go either way, but no problem." I said, "You mean I can carry dope across the border?" And of course the guy go, "Oh, don't do that." But you know what kills me now?
What?
It's legal. We just came from a pot festival, and we couldn't bring anything back with us.
Yeah. Well, there's one other story that I want to say, and it was flying from Detroit to L.A. You and I.
Oh.
we went to a.
I'm glad there wasn't a bus there because he threw me so far under the bus.
I did. We did.
Well, first of all, let's put
we did an event, right?
It was a celebration because the medical marijuana law had hit Michigan and passed.
No. It was past that. It was just a big weed event. We go there, and they just gave us jars and jars and bags, and it was pretty good stuff for Michigan.
And you took that one big jar of
so
buds.
I put it all in the
and
carry-on.
you grabbed it in your knapsack.
Because flying domestically, we usually carry it in our carry-on. It's no big deal because usually we're flying from a state to a state.
Yeah.
But technically, if you go through TSA, that's the feds. And anyways, we got one of those guys, and he was like, "What do we have?"
Well, he saw the X-ray.
Yeah, but he was like he was a do-gooder. He's like I think he was looking to get into the DEA or something like that.
Well, he's old school.
No, the young guy.
Yeah,
the young guy.
But he was old school.
He was just a dick. Like,
Yeah,
and he was just started rummaging. What do we have here? And then we got to call the police. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
The
man.
chief of police, not the police.
So I say,
they said, whose bag is
I
it?
say, it's my dad's weed, and he's got a medical card because he has cancer, and it's his medicine for cancer.
It's like you said, he's got cancer.
And it's not the first time you took a rap for me, because you took the rap for me for the bong company. So, but man, what are they gonna do? Like arrest you? You know? So I was really, I did some calculations, and I thought it would be better to put it on you, Dad. I hope you don't mind.
Well, they're not gonna mess with me.
Yeah, you didn't mind. You actually take it as a badge of honor. But so then the chief of the sergeant of the the airport comes.
The chief?
And he goes, oh, what's all this? And I go, well, my dad has a medical card, and he's like, where is it? I'm like, oh, I don't have it on me, but I can fax it to you right when we land. And he's like, oh, okay, you fax that to me right when we land. Okay, get out of here, take it and go. And he let us go with the weed. Yeah. And I didn't.
But remember what the guy said?
I didn't have a medical card. You didn't have a medical card.
No, we had to get one.
So when we got here, I had to call the one doctor.
Dr. Frankel.
Dr. Frankel, he passed away, rest in peace. But I had to call him, get the medical card, get it, and then fax it over.
Well, you faxed it from the office, didn't you?
Yeah, we faxed it. Yeah.
Right from the office.
Yeah, and that was that. So it worked out, Dad. I'm sorry for throwing you under the bus. I'm sorry, but I don't have a felony. I guess I don't have any problems. I'm not on any no-fly list, and
I guess
and you're Tommy Chong.
It's my karma from me throwing Cheech under the bus all the time.
Okay,
so,
what was the time when you got hassled with Shelby?
Oh, well, it was a bong. Some war had just started. Iraqi war, some war. And so they're really going crazy at the border.
Right.
And so we're coming into Canada with Shelby and I.
Yeah.
And someone had given me I think we're at Santa Cruz. Anyway, someone blew a beautiful glass bong.
And it hadn't been used, right?
It hadn't been used.
Yeah.
And so it goes through the X-ray, and the guy right away pull the bong out, pulls the bong out. What's this?
It's for tobacco.
yeah, for tobacco use only.
Yeah.
And he gets on his little thing, and we got a 1064 or whatever it is, and so Shelby's right with me, and so when she saw the bong and everything, goes, "I'll be in there. I'll meet you inside."
I thought she was like, "I'm not with him," and then she just kept going.
I'm gone. And so she left me under the bus, and so the guy figured out who I was and everything else, and let me and the bong go. Yeah. It wasn't, bongs weren't illegal then.
Well,
at the border, I'm saying.
Okay. All right. All right.
The weed and that. The pinchiest thing that ever happened to me at the border. We were coming back from somewhere, Cheech and I, and we were over in Europe. Oh no, I was over in Europe when we lived over there. Yeah. And I got a seed from Africa, a marijuana seed. Yeah. And so I wanted to keep it in a special place, so I put it in my passport.
Right.
And so I get to the border. The guy opens my passport, and there's a marijuana.
Why would you put it?
There's a marijuana seed.
Why in the passport?
Well, man? Because I was going to hang on to the passport. I wouldn't lose the seed. And we get to the passport control, and the marijuana seed falls out. He picks it up, looks at this, didn't say a word, and just took it and put it in a little envelope or something and put it by his desk. And I was like, "Can I have my seed?" Sorry, no, those aren't allowed.
You confiscated it?
Pissed me off, man. That African seed, it was beautiful.
Okay, well, to our audience, it's always best to not travel with it. You can always get it where you go. Not everyone's Tommy Chong and gets the leeway he gets.
Well, you see the reaction I get now, man. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've gone through the thing.
Yeah.
I think when you go through the mill like I did, going to jail and everything else, because even cops and everything else, that was bull.
Well, they asked us what we're doing in Canada, and I said we're going to a conference. What kind of conference? Oh, it's a weed conference. Oh, you're Tommy Chong. Okay, here you go, dear.
Yeah. It's all changed now.
But we still have to do a bag check because it's a hassle.
Yeah, it's old habits too.
Or should we just?
Well, you don't have to smoke.
Or should we just bring it?
I mean, why
on?
bring it? Because it's here.
Well,
the only thing was that little chunk of hash. I would have liked to.
That was a nice chunk of hash.
Yeah. But then hash puts me out of commission.
But it's just nice to have in your drawer, Like some of that stuff, it's just like an antique. You just want to keep it, You might not even use it, but it's just like it's so cool looking.
You don't want to be like Cheech. I told you that story. We're going to see a Joni Mitchell concert.
Uh-huh.
Joni cracked me up so much. We're stoned anyway, and we're in Paris.
Yeah.
She had to apologize. She had to the crowd. She says, "I'm sorry, I got a little frog in my throat." and we're in Paris. I think I was the only guy that laughed so loud because to me that cracked me. Because the French are known for their
I get it.
The frogs.
The froggies, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
But I know no one did.
Yeah, no
I
one
was
did.
the only one. I'm old school.
You're thinking like a little French guy's in her. Oh! There's another layer I just figured out. Holy shit!
But
there's layers to that joke, Dad.
Cheech wanted to get high to see Joni, so he had a piece of hash, and the only way he had no way to smoke it, no pin, no light, so he ate it.
Yeah.
Well, he's so susceptible, to the THC that he was like in a walking a coma, like he was breakfast at Bernie's, He couldn't talk. He got so stoned, we went to dinner, and Cheech forgot to order.
Food. He couldn't even eat food, huh?
Didn't order.
Yeah.
We were waiting for Cheech's food to come, and then we realized he didn't order. He was so stoned, and he's with Joni, and he couldn't conversation. He couldn't say anything. He was just like staring. He was staring.
That's like your little dog ate some edibles one time, and he was just kind of like
Captain.
Yeah, Captain was just stuck in a little.
Oh yeah.
A little loop, like a little stone loop. But they make it. They're okay. Pets are all right.
You got to be careful.
They're durable,
Oh, Pat serves him right, little fucker. Getting your nose out of there.
All right. Well, that's our stories, our border.
Oh, did we shoot this?
Yeah.
Is it recorded?
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
Speaking of Weekend at Bernie's, here's a real life one.
Oh no.
So a woman was propped up by the hospital. She was dead for 2 hours just so the family could see her. Oh shit. Oh, he
fake it. Oh my God.
Oh. This is a lot of reading.
Oh.
Yeah, those fake doctors, man.
Wow.
Oh, that's a sad one.
Wow.
I don't know. Let's go to the next one.
It's that Weekend at Bernie's, so it's like perfect transition.
Wow.
That's a heavy one. Oh yeah, the floods. Well, someone
this
flushed
New
the
York?
toilet.
Yep. 4th Ave in Brooklyn.
Oh my God.
And that's cold rain, huh?
New York is an island. And this is what happens when you don't listen to the global warming people.
Yeah.
They said this?
It cleans the streets, though.
Yeah.
Just gives it a good wash.
And rats are learning how to swim.
Oh yeah, they're gonna survive. They survive no matter what.
Yeah. Well, some do. Yeah, and this guy.
Oh, they got Tupac's murderer, huh?
Yep.
Took him a while.
Is that who did it?
Apparently, yeah.
T.D. Davis.
They haven't charged him yet.
They have now.
They known for years.
Yeah, he admitted to it in his memoir.
Yeah, at that point, like, the cops have to do something, right? They really didn't care.
Again, it's like a rapper. Who cares?
What kind of tooth is this? Oh, that's a fish, huh?
I know people that look like that.
I think that's an English fish.
Oh, it looks like a big piranha.
Tangiers.
That's great. It looks like some of my carvings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing these.
Oh, you see this guy?
What was that? Oh, the earthquake?
I guess he wanted to live in jail for the rest of his life. He just drove into a police station. These guys are like, what the fuck? Look at the cops.
Oh, he drove into the cop shop.
What the fuck was that, man?
You guys open?
I love how the cops don't even pull a gun. They see a white guy and they're like, hey, what did you do, man?
Dad, I told you I'd do this.
He's up. They're charging him for terrorism, Dad. He's up for 30 years for that.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
so
this one, I love this. Where
So this is the bear. So apparently the little boy had autism.
Yeah.
And the mom was worried that if the boy had seen...
Would freak out the bear.
He would freak out, and then the bear would freak out.
Bear would kill it, yeah.
But that's
the bear wouldn't have done anything.
That's a little bear. I'd be worried about the big bear
that's
hanging
a
out
cub.
with that little bear.
That's a cub.
He's like, that food's good. Like,
No
"Let me see
kidding.
that guacamole.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
It looks good.
Good ad, though.
This is in Mexico.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man. Who's filming?
The husband.
Can the guy film it? Hey, shoo.
I think it was the husband.
You know when you're in the woods, you gotta, hey bear, shoo bear. Like you want the bear to hear you. You don't want to run into the bear and surprise the bear.
Oh yeah, make noise.
Yeah, make noise.
Make noise.
Hey bear, shoo bear. I was mountain biking in Canada once, going up the hill, and this car stopped next to me, and he's like, hey, I just want to let you know there's a couple bears up the road, but I'll drive next to you and just block you from the bears as you ride past. And I'm like, okay. And I just kept going. But then I had to ride, that's the ride up is the road, but then I had to ride down the trail. And that was, I realized, like, going down that trail, there's probably a lot of bears. So the whole time I was like, bear, hey bear. Be nice, bear.
It's a wild, the mountain lions that you got to watch out for. Because
Yeah.
they're the ones that'll attack, especially bikers,
Yeah, you don't see them.
You don't see them. They grab her
you.
in the back.
Yeah.
They jump on the back
Yeah.
and go for a little ride.
Oh, here's the mountain lion.
Whoa. There's a restaurant, Chez Gilles, in south of France.
Yeah.
And the wife of the restaurant owner she worked in a circus, and she was like a lion tamer.
Whoa.
He shot him.
I don't think he got him, but
Yeah, he got him.
he missed twice.
Is it a tranquilizer gun, maybe?
No, that's not a tranquilizer gun.
Was that a big old shotgun?
No, it's just a handgun. Yeah.
A 45, I guess. Wow. Have you got that one about that woman walking with her dog and the alligator eats her?
Yeah, we played that 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey.
That stayed in my mind.
It did, huh?
Come on, little puppy.
Yeah, I like how she tried to get away.
She should have let the leash go, but the
Whoa.
what happened there? Shot him?
I'll play it again.
Dad, you and Cheech met a lion tamer, right?
Halloween party at the Roxy. They had a Belgian tiger,
A Belgian tiger, yeah.
and it put its mouth around Cheech's ankle.
Like a full-grown.
Full-grown mouth around Cheech's ankle.
And Cheech didn't know?
Cheech knew, but he was afraid to move.
Was he walking by and then?
No, we're just standing there, and the lion just reached over and put his mouth around Cheech's ankle.
Like a little love bite? Like a little
I
hold?
don't know what it was, but oh my, it was so big. It was a tiger.
Yeah.
Belgian tiger.
Yeah.
And of course, nothing happened, you know.
And then what? You told me what the lion tamer looked like.
Oh, this was in France. We went to a circus there.
Yeah.
And you could tell the lion tamer. Big scar, half of his face was gone. Big, and you could see the claw marks, half his face, and you got a phony eye. Here, cheetah, come on.
Have you seen this tiger video too?
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh! That's a Bengal tiger. Oh my God! Oh, got him.
They caught it?
No, it took his arm, bit his hand. My favorite one of these videos.
Oh, it got his arm?
Yeah, it got his arm, his hand. My favorite one of these videos is these guys are on a motorbike somewhere in Asia, and they're driving along, and the guy in the back is filming the forest. And see if you can find that, like guys on a motorbike in Asia and a tiger, and the tiger just starts galloping. It comes out of the forest, and they're like, ah! but they were driving.
Caught up to
no,
them?
they were driving fast enough. This one. It comes somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one. And then the other one, that was a good one, right, Dad? That's a sketchy. You don't want to walk that road, huh?
Whoa!
The other one I like is this girl. She's on a mountain and she's snowboarding, and she's got a camera on, like holding the camera or somewhere, and she's got music blaring in her helmet, and she jumps up and she starts snowboarding down. She has no idea there is a bear running down the whole mountain the whole time.
After her?
Yeah, after her. You got to see.
Oh, is this it?
No, not that one. Yeah, I think it's that
Watch
one.
how this girl escaped a bear while singing "Work" by Rihanna.
Yeah.
First, this video looks like a typical day on the slopes for Kelly Murphy. She's locked her snowboard on, and then this bear shows up.
And she has no idea.
Chasing her.
She's like, oh, I'm snowboarding.
Selfie stick, filming it all as she hums Rihanna's song "Work."
You can hear it behind her.
Look, he'll show it. Look, Dad. Look.
She doesn't know.
She's no idea. Look. It's still there. It's still there. Ooh. Aren't you supposed to be hibernating?
Finally, the bear gave up, and the girl happily reached her destination.
Wow.
Man, she had angels on that one, huh? Yeah. Makes you want to go up in the mountains and in the jungles, huh?
Well, it freaks out, man. That's too freaky.
Have you guys heard about this elk that has been going viral on TikTok?
Oh, it's chasing everybody?
Well, it's been trying to find a mate, but instead of staying in the wilderness, it goes into the middle of the town and starts doing the elk calling at like 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where there's no other elk.
So it's just pissing everyone off?
Oh, so much. But now TikTok is getting behind it because it wants them to find a mate.
It wants to set them up?
Yeah.
That's not a very pleasant sound, huh?
And he's it's this one moose, or this one elk in the middle of the town. Look at just in their golf clubs.
Sounds like Kira.
Oh man, poor guy. Where is this, Alaska? Oh no, that's
No.
in Colorado.
Colorado, yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Aspen, probably. Tell you right.
Estes Park.
Now, elk, I guess they're indigenous, aren't they? I mean, they're from that area. Yeah, elk they got a lot of mating things, and they fight.
Yeah, you don't want to run into a bull.
No, not with those big antlers, because they know how to use those suckers. Is that the guy?
Yeah, this is one of them.
Oh shit! Not the truck. Oh, don't do the truck. Come on, man. Why isn't he moving?
You can't harm the elk in Colorado with your car if you have the ability to avoid it. It's like the person will get charged.
Oh, yeah.
But can't you just scoot away?
Yeah, I don't know why he's not just going around.
Oh, there he goes. He's probably taking pictures. No respect. They give me no respect. Yeah,
I'm
fuck
walking
these
here.
guys.
Oh, have you seen this one?
You see one elk telling the other one, hey, take a dump right in the middle of the road.
This is in Alaska.
There's a little zoo in Santa Barbara. Did I ever tell you that story?
What?
And I was watching these guys are painting a fence, and they were bare-chested, you know, and every once in a while they get up and run because elephants would get water and just spray the shit out of these guys with the water in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
And then I started talking to the guy, and he said there's one elephant, he would stand motionless with his foot up, raised up, and chickens would walk around pecking, and one got right underneath and he'd squash it.
Just for fun.
Just for fun. And they said, "Oh, that's so terrible. I want to see
It
that."
feels good under the what do you call it? The elephant foot.
Well, they're so smart, you know.
What's this guy gonna do?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! Oh,
Get
get
in there,
back
get
in
in
there!
there,
Get
get
back in there! Now he's thinking, okay, I didn't bring my jacket. I don't have my cell phone.
Well, might as well go to the bathroom while I'm here. Whoa, there you go.
Okay, make a run for it.
Is she going to come out now?
No, I think he stays in there for like, they did an interview afterwards, and he said he stayed in for like 45 minutes.
Oh man, getting hypothermia.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna die here.
Uh-oh. These videos can get dark quickly.
Go ahead, try it. See what happens. Get him! Get him! Yeah, get him! Get him!
Oh,
Yeah, get him!
Oh. Oh, they're fucking with him, eh?
Get him! Get him!
I have a feeling there's alcohol
Oh,
involved.
yeah, they're fucking with him. You don't do that in the ice. Stupid fucker. Yeah, get him.
Speaking of ice, have you seen this?
I understand we don't control those cameras.
Right, exactly. We do control Lisa Bailey, though, so we sent her out to North Portland tonight. Lisa, you were showing us that snow piling up there in North Portland on North Mississippi. It's just hard to believe.
It is incredible. In fact, I just asked, and Bruce just said they've got about 3 inches here in North Portland right now. I caught up with Chelsea and Michael, who were jogging by, and were nice to just stop for a quick second. And I said, what are you doing running? And you're saying it was really good out?
It's the perfect texture for running. Very low impact on its dry snow, so your feet don't get wet.
What have you seen while you've been out running?
It's been a lot of fun. There's a lot of other runners and more skiers than runners for sure. I think they've got a little bit of the advantage with the whole stride and glide thing.
Where's this?
It's too nice to not be out here.
Oregon.
It's incredible, though, just to see even people
Where?
on bicycles.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how they do it with the
It's
bikes.
an old video, I think.
At least we can control, you know, worst case, we can just slide right through a stop sign and we'll be okay because we're pretty visible at night.
Surprise you, the snow.
This much of it, I think. When we woke up this morning, we were definitely surprised by how much there was. We were sort of joking, but it was a nice dusting. But
All right, thanks. We've seen a lot of people out here, like you said, running, sledding, just enjoying.
Oh.
Ow. Ow.
Running, sledding, just enjoying it.
Oh.
Right after she said,
Caught up with Chelsea. Stop for a quick
Oh.
second. I said, what are you doing running? And you're saying it was really good out?
it's the perfect texture for running.
Ah.
Very low impact on its dry snow, so your feet don't get wet.
Running, sledding.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The ice heard that and got jealous and said, "Oh yeah, let me show you something."
No, you can always tell the newbies.
you've seen this one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Tyson falling.
Who is this?
Mike.
Mike? What's he doing? Drunk? Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! Oh man! Oh. I broke my
What do you mean by that? Your back is broken.
that was a slam.
We got some fan questions now.
Okay. What was that one? Was there something you believed when you were young that you learned? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we'll read it legibly.
Hmm?
You got to read it legibly, so the audience knows what you're answering.
What was something you believed when you were young that you learned wasn't true? I thought that I was just half Chinese. Then I learned my mother was a quarter native, First Nations, or in the old days we called them Indians,
Right.
and I'm 8% native. And that explains a lot of my habits. Do I think marijuana could be
Certain strains.
No. Marijuana is from Earth, period. It's an Earth product, you know. But by the way, this little ball of mud that we're floating around in, you know, it's so unique. People have no idea. You know, they look at all the things, you know, just mathematics alone says that there should be a lot of, no, there's no other Earth. This is it. And
I like when you say stuff like that because you're so confident.
well, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's like your confidence. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
there's no other place like
No.
this.
Well, the Bible tells you there's only
But
one.
you're so confident, but we all know, because you've talked about this, that you're terrible at mathematics.
Not the basic, yeah. Basic math. No, math is exact.
No, what I'm saying,
No, I see.
like the amount of possibility, the amount of planets out there, the amount of stars,
Yeah.
there is a strong possibility that there are planets very similar to ours.
However, we will never know that.
Now you're changing the subject.
Huh?
Now you're changing the subject.
No, we
No,
will
because
never.
you're confident. You know that.
Well, math. You said I don't know about math.
No.
The odds.
No.
The odds of anything of anything being repeated, almost
But
impossible.
that's not true. The numbers are so staggering that the odds are that it is being repeated. Like some
not what
some
we are.
physicists believe in the multiverse, right? That
In the
means
what?
multi-universes, right? We're not just there's not
Oh,
only
no,
one
for sure.
and there's so many universes out there.
sure,
There is another podcast
There can never-
with Tommy and his son.
There can never
Out
be another Earth. I mean, exactly like this one. Just like, okay, you take anything. You take human beings. You can be a twin, but the twins are separate, totally separate. We are unique, individual creatures that will have always been here and will always be here.
Okay.
And so, no, there's nothing else out there. There's only Earth. It's a billion times yeah, 100, 200 million, billion galaxies. And see, and that's estimate. So 100 billion to 200. That leaves, it's a little loose there, you know. Okay, given the math, it seems possible. Yeah, it seems that possible. But
See, I think if you had a deeper, more clear understanding of what these numbers represent, you wouldn't be so confident in what you said.
no, I'm confident because I believe in being uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Like, I just breathed. I breathed in some air, and I breathed out air. Okay. Are you telling me that there's someone doing exactly the same thing what I'm doing somewhere else in the universe?
The numbers are so staggering that is a possibility. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to. You don't. I like your style. You're confident in your beliefs.
And the reason I figured it out.
That's what I mean. You figured it out.
I figured it out because if you read the Bible and you understand the Bible, or any Bible, any spiritual thing.
Right.
First of all, the Jews were the first to discover the invisible God,
Yahweh.
Yahweh. And you know what Yahweh means?
God.
No, but God. But you know what Yahweh translates?
What?
I am.
Oh, I am. Right.
And you know what I am means? I am.
God's within.
No, I am one, period.
Right.
There's nothing else. That's why in the Bible they say there is only God. All the religions teach you there is only God. And it makes sense.
Well, all the religions that believe in one God, but then there's other religions that believe in several gods.
Oh, yeah. And they're all right, except when you do the math,
Yeah.
okay? How many ones are there?
How
There's
many
only
ones?
one.
There's only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There can be many ones, but there's only
Okay.
one.
Okay. Do you believe in the Big Bang?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened before?
Void. Space. Silence.
And
But before that,
out
there
of
was another-
nothing came something.
There was another bang before that.
So out of nothing came something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I like your confidence. It's
Oh,
good.
okay, let me explain another way then. In order for anything to exist, there has to be an opposite.
Right.
Do you believe that? Like you can't have up without down.
Yeah.
Reaction has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah.
You got to have an opposite. Everything has an opposite. So even this world we live in, it's a physical world. It has everything. What is the opposite of everything? Nothing.
Right.
That's the spiritual world.
Right.
So when we die, we go into the spiritual world, which is really nothing.
Right.
We disappear,
Right.
okay? But we're energy. We're little balls of energy.
Well, wait.
And
Wait. Hold on a sec. A ball of energy
Yeah.
is something.
Yeah.
That's not nothing.
No.
So
It's
if
nothing.
you go into
No,
nothing,
no.
if you go into nothing,
I'm talking about electricity. Can you pick out an electric atom?
an atom is something.
Yeah, but can you
By
touch it?
definition, an atom
But can you
is
touch
something.
it? Can you touch it?
I'm touching them right now. Atoms.
Electricity.
Oh yeah, you get electrocuted.
Well, if there's enough electricity, what causes electricity?
We're gonna get a
Listen,
Hey, we're
what-
gonna get a physicist
I don't give a shit.
I'll
You get all
ask
you
again.
want. One more time. What makes electricity?
What makes electricity?
Can I tell you? Save you a lot of thinking.
What?
Positive and negative
Right.
together.
Right.
See, that's what a marriage is, by the way.
Positive, negative charge.
Positive and negative
Electrons.
creates energy from the chaos that it causes, because you got the opposites. When the opposites meet, it causes energy. It causes, and that's what electricity does. It causes energy. That's what we are. We are little balls of energy. When we die, we become invisible, because now we become just that one electron. That's what we are.
Right.
See, that's why people, physicists will say that every drop of water that was here in the beginning of the Big Bang is still here.
Right.
So humans are 90% water. So 90% of us have always been here.
Right.
So why not the other 10%?
Okay. All right.
I give this a lot of thought, by the way.
I know you have. I know you have.
And the reason?
It all makes sense in your mind. And that's what's important.
The reason we're here is to create and to learn, and the only way we learn is from our mistakes. See?
It's true.
Just like you're when you go to the gym,
Right.
what you're doing is you're tearing tissue.
Right.
You're causing chaos. You're like the electrons coming in and just ripping everything apart, breaking stuff, tearing it up. Why? Because then when you rebuild, they go, okay. The atoms go, oh, we got to make this muscle stronger because it's working harder. So so everything, that's how things work. You see, and if you don't use it, you lose it.
That's right.
And that's why I tell old people with the cameos, they want to know about longevity and that. If you want to be healthy, keep moving.
Yeah. That's good
Keep
advice.
moving. Yeah, because you stop moving, we're like computers. You stop a computer long enough, it'll shut off by itself. And that's what happens to the human body. If we don't use it, it shuts off by itself.
It's true. Or it runs out of battery. And then
That's life.
and it's dead.
That's life.
That's
and you
life.
die, and then you go back,
Yeah.
and then you get a new assignment,
Right.
and then you come back. Now, you might be born as a whale or a human or whatever. Who knows? It depends on what adventure you want to go on. Because that's what life really is just adventures.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? I really want to get like one of those DMT vape pens and have you take a huge hit during the Chong Show and let the audience kind of experience it with you. Because I think you'll go to these places that you're talking about.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ready.
We got to hook that up.
I just need some money.
What do you mean money?